Yes, it is. Can't do it. My favorite and everyone else's least favorite segment here at The Score.
I didn't realize the best benefit of having Mitch Rosen in the studio is that he's nowhere near a dump button.
That's true.
And the heat is off you.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's for sure. But I'm going to guard the dump button that I have over here. The question is, does your boss have a dump button?
No, Ben Rosen is in there.
Okay, good. Yeah, our next boss.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
Good. How are you?
All right. So, Mitch Rosen, you volunteered to do this.
Danny, after a show one day, said, hey, throw me in there one of these days. I didn't realize it would be this week, but let's rock and roll.
All right, here we go. You're playing for a Score prize pack. You know the game. We've told you the parameters of what he can and cannot answer because of legal reasons. We'll cross that bridge if we come to it. Ryan is on I-90. You're on with the boss, Mitch Rosen, on Can't Do It. Go, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi. First, I'd like to say thanks for putting together such a great radio station. It gets me through the day.
Wow.
My question is Matt Abatacola really a jerk, or is he just do it on air?
Matt is a great guy. Matt worked here 16 years. 2 months ago or so, he came in my office one day and said, I'm just kind of burnt. I want to move on and do something else. It was hard to see him go totally on his own. A good person down deep, I believe a great father. And after 16 years at one place and pretty much doing the same thing, producing, executive producing, starting doing updates, I think like a lot of us, he hit a professional wall, and I think he felt it was time to move on. And, it was emotional. We gave each other a big hug, and he moved on. Since then, we've texted a couple times, and I think he's enjoying being away from radio right now.
Let's go to Justin in Waukegan. Justin, you're on Can't Do It with Mitch Rosen.
Hey, Justin.
Justin, first, I realize I'm going to have to fight the urge to do a follow-up question.
One question, Speaks.
Yeah, one question, no follow-up. That's how the game is played.
And I'm not a contestant.
Yeah.
I'm going to fighting the follow-up urge for every one of these, bro.
Justin, your question for the boss.
Good afternoon, fellas. Hey, so quick question for Mr. Rosen. Of all the personalities you've seen leave the Score, who are you most happy to see walk out the door?
That's an interesting question. The good thing is we have not had a lot of turnover here. Recently Terry retired on his own. He left. There's been some challenges along the way in my early years here. I think I've been here 14 years or so. I started in February of 2005. So, Speaks, you're a good math guy, however many years that is.
That's a lot of...
Mike North is a great guy. He and I worked well together, but at times there were challenges. In this business, personalities are like artists. And, artists want to do things their own way sometimes. So I think, looking back, again, I've worked with a lot of people over the years in the Loop Glory days with, Steve Dahl and Brandmeier and Kevin Matthews and Danny Bonaducci and Eddie Schwartz and others, and a lot of people here. But North is this. We wouldn't be here talking today if it was not for Mike North. He was a founding father.
But
at
the answer
times,
is Mike
it was
North.
challenging.
Yeah, so you're happy to see Mike North go. That's what
And you're putting words in my mouth. That's not right.
I'm just kidding.
See, Danny, no follow-ups.
Right, no, I know. I'm just kidding.
I know.
CJ in Springfield, you're on Can't Do It on the Score.
Hey, CJ.
Hey, guys. First of all, I just want to say thank you, Mitch. During the week, this is a great show. Love listening. Right now, I'm sitting under a tree in Washington Park, just chilling. You guys keep me away from
my kind of guy, CJ.
Y'all keep me away from the riverboat, so I appreciate that.
Really my kind of guy.
Even with these two gambling junkies?
Yeah,
see you at 2 o'clock.
Right.
But on the weekends, what is that trash that you guys put on the air? It makes me think of Billy Crystal in City Slickers. I just sell air. I don't know what's going on. It's like you're filling air. What's going on the weekends, and what can you do?
I would disagree with you. I feel great about our weekend lineup. We have two great baseball shows inside the clubhouse on Saturday mornings with Bruce Levine and Mike Esposito from 8 to 10. Sunday mornings, Hit and Run, a long-standing show where Matt used to be a co-host on that. Now it's Barry Rosner and Joe Ostrowski. We're building shows like Julie DeCaro and Maggie Hendricks. We have others, Nick Shepkowski, Anthony Herron, new talent here. So, I'm proud of what we do on the weekends. It's a place that, we put shows on that I feel confident about. And sometimes we run the CBS Sports Network late at night and overnights. Listen, I wish I had more talent and sometimes more of a budget, quite frankly, to put more local shows on. But for the most part, I like what we do on the weekends. We have a golf show on Saturday mornings. I really like what we do on weekends.
I just met Anthony Herron, by the way.
Yeah.
Really good guy.
Yeah, smart, good football man.
Good broadcaster, too. I like him.
Michael in Beverly, you're on Can't Do It with Mitch Rosen. Go ahead.
Hey, Mitch, just got a quick question about your son.
Uh-oh.
What's the worst thing he's ever done?
Oh, man, and he's listening.
I'm listening. I am listening, so please don't say anything that you'll regret. Hello, Dad.
All right.
That's not really Ben, is it?
That's Ben. Yeah. Dump this. College radio. Hang up, but I will tell you the dumbest thing he ever did.
Yeah, but he deserves it now.
Yeah, I know.
So
3
that was
years
your
ago.
son?
Yeah,
Wow,
that was
that's
Ben.
great.
3 years ago, he's not allowed to be on Facebook. It's just something, my wife and I decided. So Ben Finfer worked here at the time. I said, Ben, I'm just curious. Can you help me search? And he found Ben Rosen. Ben lived in L.A. but worked for the New York Knicks, was single, and worked for a basketball team. And he was from the south side of Chicago. So Ben was in a little trouble, and he was,
He
making
created
friends,
a fake Facebook profile.
and making friends with girls that were like 3 or 4 years older than him.
He was trying to That's a long time
Right.
ago. So he was trying to catfish. Like, was there a Notre Dame linebacker in his grasp?
No, but it was stupid, and he got in trouble for that.
All
so,
right.
Nice try, Ben.
People, remember how the game works. You're trying to ask a question he will not answer for a prize.
Yes, you're playing for a score prize. He just checked his watch. You got 6 minutes left, boss. You got
I
6
love
minutes. Sam and Cortland, you're on the score. Go.
Hi, Mitch. I was wondering if you could describe in detail with an approximate dollar figure of when Ozzie Guillen went to your country club and ran up the bill and stuck you with it.
Ozzie is a dear friend, he and his family. I was a member of Beverly Country Club, fine place near my house. And I said, hey, go have golf on me. So he and the 3 sons went golfing, and I even said, hey, grab something for lunch. They ended up in the pro shop, and $1,400 later, they had nice T-shirts, hats, golf pullovers, but they're good friends, and took me a little while to pay it off. But, yeah, there's a Yiddish word, schnorr, little schnorr.
Little schnorr.
1,400.
Yeah, what's Venezuelan for schnorr? I don't know. I have to follow up with Donnell Wolford. That was before your time, right?
Yeah, tell me. I don't know about that.
Former Bears cornerback
Right.
Donnell Wolford at a score golf outing went into the pro shop and said, yeah, just put this on the radio station. And
how
spent
nice.
several $100s.
Yeah, and there's been some score personalities at live remotes over the years that run up bills recently. And, they pay theirs, but then there's a big bill that we always have to figure out at the end. London House is a beautiful place.
Yeah. Those are big bills. Oren on the north side. You're on Can't Do It on the score.
What's
Go.
up, O?
Good morning, gentlemen. Mitch, I was wondering, what is the worst moment of the Terry Boers Mike Murphy rivalry that you ever witnessed or heard about?
The only thing I ever heard, and I was not there, Murph got married at Wrigley Field, I believe, and he invited Terry at the time. And I think there was an incident at the wedding. The only other thing I witnessed, we used to be at NBC Tower in a real small hallway. Remember the glass hallway before you go in the studio?
Yeah.
And I think there was a confrontation or two there. But those are the only things I witnessed between those two.
Let's go to Steve on the north side. Steve, you're on Can't Do It with Mitch Rosen.
Hey, Steve.
Well, hello, folks. My question is, of course, for Mitch. So, Mitch, out of all the recurring guests that Danny and Matt have on during the week, who would you get rid of if you had to get rid of one that could no longer be the guest?
Yeah, it's a good question. Let me think. I think Jonah Carey's interesting. Passon's great. Nick Wright is on once in a while. Joe Madden is great. We're pretty open about it. If somebody doesn't sound good or I don't like, is this a can't do it if I can't name somebody? There really isn't anybody.
I don't know, Danny.
Danny?
No,
You're
I would say if you say there is no answer, because I honestly don't think there is an answer because we talk about it all the time. And if we wanted to nix someone,
Right, absolutely.
Right, Joe is a year-long contract, but we would not want to get rid of Joe, right? But everything else is kind of more of a
handshake
monthly,
agreement.
week to
if
week
it doesn't
type of
feel
thing.
good, and a lot of times, Jay and I will look at the analytics on it, and if it's really not working, we'll think about changing. But there's not one specific person who I could say I don't like.
They didn't ask me.
11:52.
Yeah, 11:52. Let's go to Dave. Dave, you're on Can't Do It with the boss, Mitch Rosen.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to try to win this contest. So I love tuning into the score.
Thank you.
For inside information. You have the greatest inside info. And sometimes I wonder, what do you exchange for this inside information? Like, do you ever massage a story to be nicer to somebody or meaner to somebody or to help a team in some way to kind of keep that inside source juiced?
No, I think sports radio in general and the format is very strong here in Chicago, and I think our station, we've become, with the decline of newspapers, and I think we all can admit that newspaper sales and circulation is down. I think sports radio has become the sports section of the newspapers. We're opinions, we're back page opinions. I look at all our hosts as columnists, so we don't do anything special to get information. We break news when we feel it's merited. Fair?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think so. And you have never, I want to bring it up, you've never told me to not say anything negative about the White Sox when they were a partner.
No.
Nor the Cubs now that they are a partner.
And I've been a place where they have.
Yeah,
so.
you worked in Kansas City where they told you to be careful and that kind of stuff. Mitch has never done that.
Yeah, my rule of thumb is never get personal. Never call out an owner for being on a personal level or manager or player. But, man, if you want to really go in with a strong opinion about how the play on the field or a trade is made, that's what the score is. That's why we've been here 25 years. We're opinionated radio. And, again, my rule, and I've been in the business a long time, 29 years, is never get personal. I never want to – that's what I tell the hosts. And, Speaks, we've worked together a long time. Danny, a short time. You haven't heard me say that yet. Nope. Who knows in the future, but you haven't.
Yeah, who knows in the future.
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Alex and Wheaton, you're probably last up on Can't Do It with
Make
the
it
boss.
good, Alex.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey.
So what show do you keep your eye closest on the dump button for? Because you do not trust them.
I would say Wednesdays at 11:40. It's called Can't Do It, and none of them. I mean, I can't be at my desk 24 hours a day. The dump button is kind of funny. I've tweeted it out. It looks like a nuclear war red button, hit the button type thing. I'm the third or fourth line of defense, amongst producers and talent. But, listen, we're in Chicago. I trust our hosts to be smart, our producers to be smart. It's simple. When in doubt, dump it out. And that's worked.
All right.
Danny, how about you? Do you have a question?
Ooh, opening it up. Look at that.
So I have a question. Where'd you learn how to spell?
Spell check autocorrects me, but Niles West High School and the Winona State University.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it too late for Rosner? Is it too late?
Three-man booth?
Should I hit the button on him?
Yeah.
Can't do it.
This has been fun. If you want to put me out here again in a couple of years, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you guys are doing great work. I'm glad the audience is enjoying it, and thank you for having me on. No prize packs. And, Danny, the truth is, I even offered a pair of Cubs tickets I was going to pull out of my tuchus if we needed it.
The more you talk, the fewer questions get asked. You are a professional.
Smooth?
Oh, God. Yeah, that's very presidential.
Yeah. And Ben will be banned. There will be some kind of lockup at home tonight.
He called in under a pseudonym. That was very sneaky of your son. But no, thank you for your willingness to do it. The texters are complaining about lame questions, but it's a caller game.
Hey.
We did not screen it. You can answer the questions.
I'm on Twitter. People can find my email. I think people know that I respond to everybody. You are my paying customer, so positive, negative, feedback is a gift.
Yeah, I should give out your Twitter handle more when the text line wants me fired. At Mitch Rosen 670. Just direct it right to him. You don't read the text line, but you do read your tweets.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tweet to Mitch Rosen all of your complaints.
Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you, Mitch.